Hey everybody, I'm here to show you my homemade propane burner for my gas forge that I'm building. To start it off, I went to Home Depot and bought this regulator that's just for a regular, barbecue grill. And I cut the rubber hose off right here, so that I was just left with, and then also this kind of knuckle threads into another piece that I took this out so that I could thread it directly to my propane tank. And then I just used some adapters. I used this T here so that I could put in my gauge. And then I just street 90 and then just a bunch of fittings. I'm going to use this ball valve to regulate my flame. And then I just ran the hose. This hose here came with that cooking, barbecue grill stove regulator. So I used this hose and this fitting here, and then I just adapted it. This is a piece of 1/8 inch brass tubing. And what I did was I drilled a hole through this bushing or coupling, through this coupling here. Put this cap, put the cap on the end. And then what I did was when I had it in there, I don't know if you can see it on the side or not. It's facing the other side, but what I did was I measured in between here and here, and then drilled a hole. I used a 1/16 inch drill bit, or it could be 1/32. Yeah, it's a 1/16 drill bit is what I used. Alright, so then I got that in the middle, and then what I did was this screw here, I drilled into this fitting, and then I tapped it, and then I put this screw in to hold this still, so that it doesn't move around. See, it's nice and tight in there. So it's basically just like a set screw to hold this tight. I drilled the hole, threaded it, ran that in. It's nice and tight. And then this here helps me regulate my airflow. Same thing. I just drilled, actually this is a self-tapping screw. I drilled it and then ran that self-tapping screw in so it stays nice and snug. I just welded a washer on there so that I can move that around. And then to the burner itself, which is the easy part, all of this plumbing from the pipe up, and making sure you got this hole nice and centered in here. That's all the hard part. Let me see if I can see. You can kind of see it in there. Oh, there it is. You can see kind of the hole. You can see where I've nicked it a bunch with a drill bit, but I eventually made a nice hole. I used a prick punch, punched it, and then ran the drill bit through it. This burner, these are 1.25" by 2" reducing couplings, and then this is just a piece of black iron. This is a 1.25" by 8" piece of black iron, just a long nipple. You can find these things at Home Depot. I got them at a place called FW Webb. It's like a plumbing, heating and air conditioning type store. So I'm going to pause it here for a second. I'll get this thing going so you can see what it looks like. Okay, here it is. I got it real low right now so that you can hear me talking. mess around with this airflow a little bit, and it kind of changes your flame. And then I'll just regulate it here with this ball valve and show you. That's it. Throws a pretty big flame. That will be plenty for my gas forge, which I will be building out of a Freon can, and I will update that. I'll put it on I'll get that on YouTube once I get that built and insulated and all set up. And I'll show you how the whole setup works. So, thanks for watching.